Hello, my name is Allie. Today is October 28th. It's the end of October and I still haven't done my plant updates, but I have a lot of exciting things to tell you. On October 14th, which was also the annual solar eclipse, I went to a plant trade and it was so much fun. It was hosted by the Houston Plant Market. Are you recording?
It's on.
Okay. I feel like such a bad vlogger right now because we didn't even take a picture of the setup before, but I traded my big philodendron squamifera. I got so many cool things. So for starters, I will insert clips on the screen around this area for any of the plants that I just don't have right here with me. But I had the biggest trade that I made was my second extra large philodendron squamifera. I traded all the lechuza pon and the self-watering pot with it. It was super tall. It wasn't the one I took my top cutting from, which I have in there, and it's already has a new inflow going, not inflow. It already has a new cataphyll, and so it's doing great. I'm really happy with that. But I traded my extra large squamifera for, drum roll, 2 plants. First, the monstera albo, which I don't have yet. I have a Thai constellation and a bunch of other like monsteras around the house, but this one is an albo and it has some of this white variegation on it. And when I got it, it didn't have this new leaf coming. So it was quite a risk, but I did it anyway. And in 2 weeks, I already have a new growth point and leaf. So I'm so excited. I have it in leca with some general hydroponics fertilizer in it, and it seems to be rooting really nicely. I can already see new roots, like new white, juicy, healthy roots, because it was in soil when I first got it. But see that white stuff? Yeah. So it seems to be really happy and already has a new leaf coming. So I'm anxious to see how much variegation is on this monstera, but you know, sometimes you gotta take risks, and I'm pretty excited about this one. It's always nice to have a new variation of the monstera. It's just one of my favorite plants. And I also got and all these plants are on this shelf because I have quarantining in my bathroom. But this one is a philodendron majestic. That's the original leaf from the cutting, and this was the newest leaf of the majestic. It has these beautiful white splashes. It is a philodendron. I have it in leca. I actually like this Chewy's cup, but also within the 2 weeks, I have a new leaf coming right here that wasn't there when I got it. So I'm very excited about this. This is a climbing philodendron. Let me have a good look at it. Isn't it so pretty? Look at that. I'm obsessed. I'm very excited to see this grow, and it grows really large. It's the philodendron majestic is actually a cross between the philodendron sotoroi and the varicosum. I'll put it on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about, but it does have a little bit of the red backs there, and it's climbing and grows up really big, just like the varicosum. So I am very excited, and it gets this silveriness from the sotoroi. When I first got it, I thought maybe it was the mame, but I can see the spacing between the veins is pretty large, so I don't think it's the mame. I'm sure some of you guys are watching this going, of course that's not the mame, what are you talking about? But it's a new one for me. The other big trades I made was I had traded some of this begonia that I took to the plant trade, took a bunch of it and pulled out a piece for her, for a begonia Sinbad. Oh my God, isn't it so pretty? It has this like white frostiness to it with lots of pink because I have it in a highlight area. This leaf actually didn't exist when I got it. So in 2 weeks, I already have a brand new leaf right here. Has a little damage, but that's okay. But isn't it so cute? Look at that. It's so pretty. And I'll show you the backs. But yeah, and actually it looks like a fourth leaf is coming. So yeah, it had these two leaves and I just love it. I love begonias. They're so pretty. They're very alien-like. Some of my other begonias, the red Rex begonia, so pretty. So there's that one. I also traded my Dieffenbachia for a Hoarnia. So it's also called the Lifesaver plant. It's a succulent. And let me see if I can get a good, there you go. Isn't that so cute? I love it. And I'll put a picture on the screen of what the flowers look like. They look like little lifesavers. They're so much fun. I have it just rooting in some pon right now. Hopefully I can get that rooted. And I also traded my small squamiferum. Well, I shouldn't say small. It was super tall, but it was, all the leaves were very immature, had very large internodal spacing. I wasn't giving it enough light, and I ended up cutting it up into a bunch of little pieces and trading it off with everybody. After that trade, I really don't remember what I traded for what, if that makes sense, because I made a ton of trades, and I was just also just like giving stuff out for free, and other people had the same kind of mindset. They were just kind of walking around handing away cuttings, and it was a lot of fun. Everybody was just in good spirits. I'll put a picture on the screen of the rest of this because this thing is huge. I have it outside in soil. I didn't want to bring it in, but it's a pencil cactus, and I took a little cutting of the big plant and stuck it in some water, trying to root it, but like a little insurance cutting. But yeah, a pencil cactus. I was actually thinking about buying one a few weeks ago and found this one. I also got a string of hearts, which I didn't already have. I wasn't really interested in it, but she was just kind of trying to give it away, I guess. But I'll show you the string of hearts. Let's see if I can see. Pretty cute, cute little plant. And I also love trailing plants, so it sits on the top shelf and trails down and looks really nice. So, and I already had two little cuttings of Rhipsalis that are, well, they're growing, so they're no longer little, but somebody was walking around with more Rhipsalis, so I'll just add this to my plants already, but I'll show you the, see. And this is a Rhipsalis. Also got a Syngonium Pink Splash. Just this one has only a tiny bit of pink in it, but that's okay. It has a couple new leaves already trying to unfurl, so that's fun. And before I begin, I guess I wanted to, so some of the plants that I brought to the plant trade were my extra large squamiferum, which, like I said, I traded for those, for the philodendron majestic and the monstera albo. I traded my Dieffenbachia for the Hoarnia, the lifesaver plant, the begonia for my begonia Sinbad. The rest of the plant trade was kind of a blur. I couldn't keep up with what I was trading for what. So some of the things that I traded were the, sorry, I'm reading off the list because there's a list. Extra platinum alocasias that I grew from corms. I don't need that many platinum alocasias, so got rid of those. The immature squamiferum, I just took a bunch of cuttings and just was handing out tiny immature cuttings of philodendron squamiferum to everybody. Rooted Rhapidophora tetrasperma cuttings, philodendron brantianum. I brought my little glass jar because I have two of them, and I was just giving cuttings of that away. I had some Syngonium cuttings that I traded and some monstera obliqua that I traded. Some of the things I came home with that weren't the big ones like the monstera albo or the philodendron majestic were the Syngonium Pink Splash, which I just showed you, pencil cactus, a Rhipsalis, dragon fruit cutting, a night blooming cactus cutting, variegated opuntia, baby sansevierias, and and some hoyas, and I'll show you those real quick. So one of them, I actually don't know the ID of it. I I have it in plastic wrap because I didn't trust it. I wasn't sure if it was safe to have around the rest of my plants, and I wanted to have extra good lighting in my kitchen. So instead of quarantining in my bathroom, I just wrapped it up. So it's bright yellow. I have never seen a Hoya like this. It has very like hard, succulent like leaves. And the stem is also quite thick too, like a Hoya, but I just have it propagating in some perlite. Everything is propagating in perlite right now. A lesson I learned from this plant trade is take bare root cuttings. Save all your lechuza, save all your leca, because I gave away so much lechuza that was probably worth more than the plants itself. Kicking myself because now I'm home with all these plants and I don't have any substrates to plant it in, and lechuza is so hard to get your hands on. They're sold out online. This is the night blooming cactus right here, and the dragon fruit cutting right there. And both of them are already rooted into this, which is pretty amazing. So yeah. Then I also got, I'll show you the other one because it's cuter, but some Hoya Curtsey Splash. Look at how cute. Isn't it cute? I left this one to continue rooting in some sphagnum moss and chunky perlite. And this one is at the head of my bed because, like I said, I don't really trust it yet. So I have that one sitting aside. But these two, I wanted them to have really good light in my living room. So I put them in this bowl, again, wrapped with plastic wrap, rooting in perlite. And bless the people that have plant tags, because I'm so thankful for them. So here's more cuttings of the Curtsey. See that? I feel like my camera's not focusing as well as I'd like, but this is the Curtsey, and you'll get a better look at it after I grow it all up. So yeah, so excited about this one. And then I have the macrophylla, and it has the outer variegation with that pink right there. And so once again, I have it rooting in perlite. Now I did treat them all with like the dead bug brew, and washed them really good. Oh my gosh, this one's rooting so well. Look at all those roots. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I cannot wait till this thing is big and beautiful. And the flowers on this are so pretty. I'll see if I can find a picture online and post it in that corner for you. But yep, love these two Hoyas. Actually, 3 Hoyas. I got 3 Hoyas at the plant trade. So that was really fun. Anybody else? Okay. Actually, I'm wearing my planty shirt and my planty earrings because I went to a plant trade again today, hosted by the Houston Plant Market at, I think, MTK, somewhere downtown Houston. And it was so much fun. I went and I brought some of my cuttings of my Hoya gracilis, my Hoya, oh my gosh, what's it called? My Hoya gracilis, my Hoya lacunosa, and some of my pink transiscanthia, and I traded it for an unrooted, unwell looking Florida ghost. So they said it was a Florida ghost. I'll take their word for it. But and again, they were just like extra cuttings I have on my plant. I can spare a few leaves, even if this one doesn't work out, but it's a Florida ghost. Now, I know I have like a ton of Florida beauties and I don't need anything else like this, but this one is just like the Florida beauty, but the first leaf that comes out is white. And as it matures, as that leaf gets older, it turns green. So it's really, really cool. It looks like the top leaf here is broken. So I don't think that this one's gonna unfurl, but it does have a new growth point or a cataphyll right here that I think it's thinking about rooting. And I do see a little bit of rootage right there. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited. I've had a lot of success rooting in water, and either way, the genetics are in that node, so shouldn't have too much of a problem. Eventually, it'll be a plant, so I'm very excited about that. So yeah, those are my updates for October. I went to 2 plant trades and got some really cool stuff, and overall, just really happy with the variety of things that I got, and everybody was so nice. I also bought today these cute little plant tags. They were 2 for $1. Like, come on, this one says favorite child. My son actually picked this out, so that's interesting. And then this one says probably a weed. So I'm gonna stick these on my plants outside. I thought they were so cute. And I got a sticker. I bought tickets to PlantCon. That's in April 2024, so it's a ways away, but I went ahead and bought the tickets. But yeah, got a little PlantCon sticker. Super excited about going to that. And I guess now I will walk around, film some of the things that I want to put up here in the corner for you. Let's see, what else? And I have also a couple honorable mentions for October. I'm not going to go through all of my plants, but some of them have made a lot of progress, a lot of new growth, new leaves, and I'm excited to show you some of those. So let's do it. I always like to start in my living room. So my Rapidivore Tetrasperma has made it to the ceiling. Kind of like, what the heck, man? But whatever. Then I have new growth points on my micans that I recently chopped up. So that's good. New leaf on the Alocasia latabachiana, and another new leaf coming right there, if you can see her. Look at this menacing platinum alocasia. Like, come on. I thought this one was kind of spooky, but all I can describe him as is menacing. Like, I just love it. Love it so much. New leaf on the silver dragon alocasia. And my philodendron fuzzy petiole is sizing up. Really happy about him. And my Pariso verde put out this huge new leaf. Really happy about that. Like, there's my hand. So happy. Who else gets an honorable mention? My Thai constellation. Are you serious, Allie? Okay. Here's my new leaf on my Thai constellation. There are so many fenestrations on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that side, and a center fenestration. So I originally got this plant with just that leaf and those, I think just those 3 leaves. This one was emerging when I got it. And then it gave me that one, here, this one, and then the fenestrations just blew up. I just cannot believe in such little time, I already have this mature center fenestration looking leaf. Like, this is insane. So amazed by it. Billietiae is putting out new leaves. Oh, remember when I broke this last month? Well, it already put out a new leaf. Huge new leaf, actually. So just about the same size as the other one. And all is well, basically. Not gonna panic. My latabachiana corum is starting to give me something. Okay, I think that's enough honorable mentions. Oh, also a new leaf coming on that monstera. Okay, now I'll take you to the kitchen. My cupria also deserves an honorable mention. These are the original leaves, and I just got a new leaf right here. Like, look at that. Isn't it so wild and beautiful? Like, I cannot believe, look at the red backs. You can turn it. And it has these beautiful red backs. I'm obsessed. Obsessed with the cupria. I wish the camera would do it justice because it's like green, blue, reds, and purples, like depending on which way it's facing. if I can get it like this. No, it's not gonna do it. This one barely does it anymore too, but yeah, I'm so in love with their progress. My squamifera already put out a new growth point right here and is putting out a new leaf. So I'm confident that he will be A-okay. And I will also show you my, oh, let me go around. New Nepenthes picture, like, oh my God. It's been giving me green ones like this. And I'm obsessed. I'm absolutely obsessed with this plant. He's so cool. And I got new pictures coming on the ends of all these leaves. Hoya Splash put out the splashiest leaf ever right here. Cannot believe that. Okay, so my Veitchii is definitely gonna get an honorable mention. Like, are you serious? That was the biggest leaf and it's sized up so much. I am just amazed. Amazed, and I love the texture and the ribbing. It's like sharp on the back. Just obsessed. My Pallidiflorum put out a new leaf and I cannot wait for it to size up because this was the most recent leaf and this is the one that just came out, so it's gonna size up like crazy. The UPI sizing up. That's it for all of my honorable mentions. I guess also another thing that I forgot to mention is I got a new IKEA shelf. So everything's not sitting on a bench with glass. So yeah, I built up this IKEA shelf, super easy. I think it's the Vistro, but yeah, I really, really love it. So I cleaned off all of the windowsill and kind of reorganized everybody since I got the new IKEA shelf. It's so pretty. I hope you enjoyed all the new stuff I got from my plant trade and walking around with me with my updates. Thank you for joining me. And that's it for my October updates. Y'all have a great day. Bye.